Hi, it's Miracle, and I want to welcome you to this conversation. And what we want to discuss is the peculiarity in leaders and leadership. We want to understand why a leader, will have a mission to eradicate Jews, and a leader also, will want to bring dignity back to the black community. I'm talking about the person of Adolf Hitler. You want to eradicate the Jew, and Martin Luther King, who want to bring back dignity back to the black community in the United States.
Leadership starts with you. Learn it, live it, lead it. Step by step, bit by bit. Lyrical Sariki, Leadership Academy.
So let's have this discussion. What is the differences between these two leaders? What bring about the vision? What bring about their mission? Why is there disparity in what they want to accomplish? Why does somebody want to eradicate the Jew, and why does somebody want to bring dignity back to his people? The other one wants seniority, superiority, and the other person wants dignity. The other one wants to eradicate people, which is morally wrong, no matter where you go. Even to people who believe that morality is subjective, they still believe that eradicating life or eradicating a particular race of people is wrong, which is true. But there is this leader who manipulated people or inspired them to the extent that these people are willing to unalive people to fulfill the mission of eradicating that particular race. There's something there that I think it is very important for us to learn. And that particular thing is the differences in the leadership vision of these two individuals, Hitler and Martin Luther King Jr. I think the difference is not the vision, it is not the mission. The difference is in who they are. And who they are give birth to the purpose. Why do they want to do what they want to do? Why they have the vision, which is the expected outcome of what they want to do. It is very important that we understand the reason why we want to do what we want to do, the motive behind the vision that we have. Because the foundation of every leadership is morality. If you have a subjective morality, or if what you believe is right is actually wrong, when what you think is right is wrong, when you put it with the universal morality law, and what you want or what you want to accomplish is universally wrong, even though to me it is right. But we have some leaders in history. Example is Adolf Hitler, a very perfect example. He led people to fulfill an agenda that is morally wrong, universally. The question I want to ask now is, Adolf Hitler, did you know that this particular ambition is wrong, morally wrong? Is it wrong? Was he aware that this idea is wrong? Nobody can answer that. But I believe that intrinsically he should be aware that this idea is wrong. The basic idea we are trying to talk about is that morality is the foundation of leadership. If you have a wrong idea of morality, your leadership will be wrong. Your visions might be wrong. Your mission and your vision might be wrong. This is the idea that we want to explore in this class today. We want to understand how the whole leadership journey of someone can be wrong because of the idea of its right and wrong. I can't really tell you for sure that Adolf Hitler was sure that what he was doing then was right. I'm not sure, I don't know. But what I'm so sure about is that he led millions of people. He led them, maybe he manipulated or inspired them, I can't really say. But these people believe in that idea. And that is crazy. They believe in this idea, and that is the most crazy part of the story. Millions of people believe in a vision that is morally wrong. How come? How come? So, when you talk about leadership is a very powerful practice that we need to understand the place the idea, the vision we have is coming from. The source of the vision must be identified. As a leader, before we follow an idea, we need to understand the source of that idea. We need to understand who we are and why do we have that particular idea before we take plan to execute the idea. We will now dictate how our leadership will be. We will now dictate what will be our vision. When I'm talking about vision, I mean the expected outcome that we want. And I said earlier that the foundation of every leadership is morality. So the morality of the leader is the vision is dependent on the morality of the leader. If the morality of the leader is shaky, is not strong, then the vision will be shaky. Just like Adolf Hitler, if you have an idea of a wrong morality, you might actually do more dangerous things. You might do a lot of dangerous things. So we should pay attention to where we are getting our idea from. We should pay attention to our system of right and wrong, to our thinking, to understand the source of the idea, the vision that we have. This particular thing is what separates a good leader and a bad leader. And this is the funny thing about this. The leader might not be bad when it comes to leading people, but the idea might be bad. I can't just come around and tell you that Adolf Hitler is a great leader. A lot of people will look at me and say, what did you say? Hitler is a great leader? Yeah. Let me not tell you something. Hitler did well as a leader, but the vision he had was wrong. And because the vision he had was wrong, I can't tell you that Hitler was a great leader. He wasn't. But if I come here and I tell you that Martin Luther King Jr., Nelson Mandela, they are all great leaders, you will agree with me, you will accept with me. Because their idea, their vision was right. Even though if someone did not have good leadership skills, if you listen to Adolf Hitler video, you will realize that this man is a great orator. He speaks, he conveys his idea with a lot of passion. That is one of the positive truths we can learn from Adolf Hitler's life. Don't follow his vision, but you can learn, how to speak with passion from him. Okay. So when I'm talking about good leader, a good leader might be able to craft a great vision that positively impacts people, but could not express with the level of passion that is needed. Martin Luther King, if you've seen his video when he was addressing his people, those people that believe the video of I Have a Dream, you will see that this man is talking with a lot of passion. He expressed himself with a lot of passion. So we're talking about the idea of being a great leader and having a great vision. And we're also talking about being a bad leader and having a great vision. You can be a bad leader and have a great vision. That is amazing. But if you are a great leader with a bad vision, that is dangerous. That is very, very dangerous. So the purpose of this discussion of this class is to help you understand that whatever idea you are getting, you must make sure that this idea impacts people's life. This idea must impact people's life. That is how you become a great leader. You don't have to have a title, you don't have to have a position before you can become a leader. What makes you a leader is the vision of a better community, a better society, a better nation that you have. If you can dream of a better life for your people, then you are already a leader. If you can think about the solution to the problem your people are facing, then you are already a leader. You don't need anyone to put a position on you, to put a title behind your name before you become a leader. What makes you a leader is the ability to see a great vision, not a bad one like Adolf, but a great one. That is what makes you a leader. And for you to understand this idea that I'm sharing with you here, any idea you have in mind, any vision you have in mind, you have to check if this vision is improving humanity. Is it improving humanity? Is it making humans' life better? Is it towards a better life? You have to test your vision. Test your vision. We have leaders in history who follow a vision that destroys humanity. They're not good leaders. So you have to understand that this idea does it impact life. That is what makes you a great leader. Thank you for your time.